Good morning, my dear students. Hope all of you are well. And today I will discuss some important questions, okay, from the chapter Physical Changes and Chemical Changes. First, we will discuss the answer of the previous days Google Form test questions, okay. So, in your Google Form test, the first question was why burning of sugar is not a physical change. So when you are burning a sugar, already I have demonstrated or showing that activity. So if you heat the sugar, then it will slowly change into brown, and finally there will be formation of sugar charcoal and you will get a black color. So it is a chemical reaction where sugar is turning into the carbon form or charcoal form, okay, and there will be evolution of water vapor also, okay. So that is why as new compound is formed and this is not reversible, okay, that is why you have to write that this is a chemical change, not the physical change. Next is given that why respiration is not a physical change. So respiration means we are taking oxygen as well as we are inhaling that oxygen, and we are releasing, okay, the carbon dioxide gas. So actually we are taking food every day, and that food is decomposing by oxygen whatever we are taking, okay, through our nose, okay, or mouth, whatever we are taking. So definitely there is some chemical reaction between oxygen and glucose, and there will be formation of carbon dioxide and water, and there will be formation of large amount of heat, and by that heat energy we are doing work, okay, and that is why the respiration is a chemical change, not a physical change. So a new substance or new compound is formed, and as well as it is irreversible, that you have to also write. Write to difference between physical change and chemical change. So first you will write that physical change is temporary change and physical change is reversible. And in case of chemical change, you will write it is a permanent change and there will be formation of a new substance. And in physical change, okay, there it may or may not be associated with energy change, but in chemical change always is associated with the energy change, okay. In physical change you can write that no new substance is formed, okay. Before and after change the composition of the substance remains same, but in chemical change the composition is changing. Next one is given that rotting of egg is a physical change or chemical change. So definitely when there is rotting of egg, a chemical reactions will happen, okay, and there will be evolution of some gas like hydrogen sulfide, okay. Actually egg is nothing but a cell, okay. When a egg rots, definitely if you take some amount of water, if you put inside it, it will float, okay. But if your egg is in good condition, then it will go downward, okay. That is one test by which you can understand. And because of rotting of egg, you will get foul smell. Definitely there is some chemical reaction, there is a decomposition of different types of bacteria and germs present in the air, okay, and definitely it is a chemical change. In rust, what type of metal is present? So rust, the chemical formula I am writing here, that is Fe2O3 dot XH2. So later you will be able to understand that Fe2O3 is nothing but a oxide, okay, of iron, okay, in hydrated condition. So X may be any, why we have written X, because it is variable, it may be 1, 2, 3, okay, like this. So in rust, what type of metal is present? So you have to tell that iron, all of you know that iron is metal, so this is the iron metal that is present in the rust. What is the product when hydrogen is burned with pop sound? So when you are burning hydrogen gas, this hydrogen gas will burn with a blue flame, okay, and there will be formation of water molecule, okay, and we can write in this way that hydrogen is reacting with oxygen and forming, if you burn it then or applying heat, then there you are giving electric spark, there will be formation of water. So definitely the product is, this one is the reactant and this one is the product. So before reaction whatever we are using, okay, that hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, these are called reactant, and after reaction what is produced, that is called product. So here water is the product. Okay. Next question is given that define melting point and boiling point. Very easy, already I have discussed. So you have to write melting point is a particular temperature where a solid turns into liquid. Okay. And until the whole solid turns into liquid, the temperature remains same. That is called melting point. But in case of boiling point, you have to write it is a temperature where liquid turns into gas, okay, and atmospheric pressure, okay. Actually in boiling what is happening, already I have discussed, when you will boil this liquid, the vapor pressure of the liquid will become to the atmospheric pressure, then the liquid starts boiling. That you have to keep in mind, okay. Next question is given, what type of change when cow dung is converted to biogas? Okay, biogas actually mainly it is methane. Methane is present. So whenever you are decomposing that cow dung by the bacteria and microbes present in air, okay, then there will be formation of one gas. That gas is called methane gas. Okay, definitely this is a chemical reaction. So here you have to write that it is a chemical change, that cow dung is converted into biogas. Okay, that is a chemical change. Next question is given, why wet clothes dry faster during summer season than in rainy season? So already we have discussed that evaporation rate is faster when in air there is less amount of moisture. So during rainy season air contains huge amount of moisture and air is saturated moisture, so it will take time, okay, to dry the wet clothes. But in summer season in air there is less amount of moisture, okay, and it is not saturated, okay. So evaporation process is fast. So that is why during summer season that wet clothes dry faster. Okay. So these are your Google form tests. Google form test question discussed. Next we will discuss some important question. First we will discuss one matching. So questions may come in this way in your exam, that match the following. Here column A, option 1 is given that large surface area. Large surface area. Option 2 is given rainy season. Option 3 is melting of ice cream. Option 4 is seed to plant. Option 5 is volcanic eruption. So here in column B, A is given that natural and non-periodic change. Natural and non-periodic change. Option B given that high evaporation rate. Option C given slow and desirable change. Option D, low evaporation rate. And option E is given undesirable. Undesirable and endothermic. Now, first one is given large surface area. So, if you increase the surface area, definitely it will match with what? The evaporation rate will increase. So, here you can write this one. But when you will write the answer in your copy, okay, then you write side by side like this one. A large surface area. Then you give one dash or arrow, then you write the number, that is B, and also write the words are given, that is high evaporation rate. High evaporation rate. Okay. So next is given that rainy season. So in rainy season, definitely air contains huge amount of moisture, so humidity is very high. So definitely the evaporation rate will be low. So here one option is there, that is the low evaporation. So its answer will be the low evaporation rate. Next one is there melting of ice cream. So melting of ice cream means it is absorbing heat from room temperature, okay, and it is melting. So this is not required, okay, and we generally like to eat or to take ice cream in the solid state, okay. That is definitely melting of ice cream will be undesirable, as well as it is absorbing heat, okay, from the atmosphere. So definitely it is endothermic. So here you have to write melting of ice cream is endothermic, okay, undesirable and endothermic. Next, seed to plant. Definitely it is a natural process. And what is options are given, that you have to see here. It is a slow change. Definitely it is a slow change and it is a desirable change. So definitely you will write that this one, that seed to plant is a slow and desirable change. Next one is given that volcanic eruption. Volcanic eruption, this is a natural change, and definitely you cannot tell the exact time of volcanic eruption. That is why it is non-periodic change. So answer will be the A. Okay, but you write the answer always side by side, okay, in this way. So these matching type of questions also you have to practice. Next we will discuss that MCQ type of question. First question is given 1. Factor that decreases the rate of evaporation. Factor that decreases the rate of evaporation. Options are given: A, low temperature; option B is given high temperature; option C is given low humidity; and option D is given fast wind. So decreases the rate of evaporation, definitely it will be the low temperature. If you decrease the temperature, definitely the evaporation rate will be slower, okay. Whenever you are applying heat, that the molecules present in the liquid are from the surface area have more kinetic energy, and it will easily release that surface, and definitely the evaporation rate will be the faster. But if you decrease the temperature, evaporation rate will be slower. So here it is written that decrease the rate of evaporation, answer will be the option A, that is the low temperature. And if you decrease the humidity, definitely the evaporation rate will be higher. And another thing that we can tell that the fast wine, if you pass wine very fast, definitely the atmosphere or environment of that near the wet cloth, okay, whatever is there, okay, that will fast wine that remove the moisture present, okay, near the cloth, and definitely the evaporation rate will be the faster. So answer is the low temperature. Hope you can understand. Next MCQ is given. Evaporation of water from ocean is, option A is given exothermic, option B is given irreversible, option C is given undesirable, option D is given reversible and desirable. Reversible and desirable. Now what will be the answer? So definitely evaporation of water from ocean, okay, it is going from liquid state to what? Gaseous state. So it is absorbing some amount of heat, okay. So it is not an exothermic process. Next one is irreversible, okay. So evaporation of water will form that water vapor. If you cool the water vapor again, it will come back to the water. Definitely it is a reversible. So this is also not the correct answer. Next, undesirable. So because of evaporation water, rain is forming, okay. So it is desirable. And next option is given reversible. It is correct as well as desirable. So option D is the correct answer. Hope you can understand. Next question. Question number 3. Ammonium chloride crystals changes into vapor, okay, vapor form on, options are given, cooling, option B is given heating, option C is given rusting, and option D is given dissolving. So all of you know that already I have discussed that ammonium chloride is a what type of compound? This is sublimable substance, okay. It is an ionic compound, later you will be able to understand, but it is a sublimable substance. So in this case, okay, in case of sublimation, what is happening? If you heat a solid compound, then it will directly go from solid state to liquid state, okay, without changing into the liquid state. From solid state, it is directly going to the gaseous state, okay. So during sublimation, ammonium chloride is directly going to solid state to gaseous state. So definitely the energy required here, that is the heating. So answer B is the correct answer, okay. So by heating of ammonium chloride crystals, it will change from solid state to vapor state. Next question is given, which one of these is not a sublimable solid? Which one of these is not a sublimable or sublime solid. Sublimable solid. Options are given: ammonium chloride, B is given iodine, C is given carbon, D is given naphthalene. Okay. So in this case, all of you know that ammonium chloride, if we heat directly, it goes okay from solid state to gaseous state. Iodine also directly go from solid state to gaseous state. Naphthalene also will go from directly solid state to gaseous state on heating. But carbon on heating, it will react with oxygen present in here and forming carbon dioxide gas. So carbon is not a sublimable solid. So your answer will be the option C. Option C is the correct answer. Next question. Question number 5. Bursting of cracker. Bursting of crackers is an exothermic change. It is also dash. First one is given chemical change. Second is given irreversible. Option C is given may or may not be desirable. Option D is given all of these. Okay. Now, bursting of cracker, okay, definitely there is carbon, okay, so it will react with the oxygen present and huge amount of heat and light will form, as well as there will be formation of sound also because of vibration of air, and definitely it is a chemical change, okay, and it is also irreversible. You cannot get that mixture present in the crackers, okay, again after this explosion, okay, or bursting, and it may or may not be desirable, okay. Actually sometimes we are using these crackers for amusement purpose, that time it may be desirable, but it is doing harm to the environment because production of different types of poisonous gas, okay, like sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide will also form, okay, that will pollute the environment, and that is the cause of global warming also. So here option A, B, C all are correct. So here option D is given all of these. So here you have to write this one option, that is all of this. So in your exam, these MCQ type questions will be there and options will be given. You have to just put mark on the correct option. Next we will discuss that categorize the following changes as desirable or undesirable. First one is given that souring of milk. So souring of milk is for drinking purpose is not desirable, so definitely it will be undesirable change. But whenever you are doing the curdling of milk, that time you have to write this is a desirable change. Next one is given that fermentation of fruit juice. Okay, so definitely it is an undesirable change because of fermentation. Different type of compounds will form. Okay, there may be formation of ethanol also, as well as bad smell will come. You cannot drink this juice. Okay, and that is why it is undesirable change. Next one is given that burning of car. Burning of car means vehicle. Definitely it is an undesirable change. Next one is given that burning of fuel for cooking purpose. Okay, definitely it is a desirable change. Rusting of iron in gate. Okay, definitely we are always using paint on the iron surface. Okay, in case of grill also. Okay, so that there will be no formation of rust. So definitely rusting of an iron on our gate present in our home, okay, definitely is an undesirable change. Next, digestion of food, definitely it will be a desirable change. Next one is given that name the following. So first here I have to discuss one thing. There are some chemical reactions or chemical process where heat is evolved. That is called exothermic. So change can be divided into two types. One is exothermic, another is endothermic. During exothermic change, heat is produced, and during endothermic change, heat is absorbed. Okay. Suppose you can think about the burning of fuel. Definitely, it is an exothermic change. Here, heat is released. But you can think of the heating of ice. Okay, it will absorb the heat and it will turn into the another state, that is liquid state. Definitely, it will be endothermic change. Okay. As well as you can tell that some chemical reaction, like if you heat the calcium carbonate, then it will decompose to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. It is also a endothermic change. Now here question is given that a change in which energy is released in the form of heat. So you have to write this is exothermic change. Okay. Now here the question is given that name the following. Next one is given a change in which energy is absorbed in the form of heat. So definitely here you have to write that this is endothermic change. Next one is given a change which takes place over a long period of time. We know that a change may be classified as slow change or fast change, and when a change is taking long time, okay, definitely you will have to write here this is a slow change. A change that can be reversed. Change may be two types, one is reversible, another is irreversible. If both backward and forward process is possible, and it can be easily you can do the both forward and backward, okay, then it is reversible. But if the process is only one side, okay, and backward is not possible, then it is called irreversible. So here it is written that a change that can be reversed. So you have to write this is a reversible. Next one is given a change which is not beneficial to us. Definitely it will be the what type of change? You have to write this is an undesirable change. Okay, that is not beneficial for us. We are not required. Okay. Suppose we are cutting tree, okay, of the forest, and we are making buildings and industries. Okay, and in some respect it is beneficial, but if you think about in the environmental sense, okay, definitely it is undesirable change. Okay. And next question is given that a change in which the chemical composition of a substance remains the same after change. So definitely after change, if the chemical composition remains, that means there is no formation of new substance. Definitely the type of change will be the physical change. Next question is true false type. Right, true or false. Okay, so in true false type, first question is given that I am writing cooking a vegetable is a chemical change. That is desirable. Reversible and exothermic. So what you write here, true or false? Here you see that different statements are there, not only single statement. First one is given that cooking a vegetable is a chemical change. Definitely it is a chemical change, and that is desirable. That is also definitely desirable, and this is reversible. This is incorrect. You after making curry, or making some delicious food from vegetables, you cannot get back the vegetable. So this is not reversible, irreversible. Here next one is given exothermic. Actually during cooking, vegetables required heat. So it is absorbing heat. Definitely it is endothermic. So these are not the correct, that reversible and exothermic. So here you have to write this one is false. Next one is given that iron nail gets rusted and forms a brown layer of iron oxide when exposed to carbon dioxide and moisture in air. So we know that for moisture, oxygen and water, for rusting, we know that for rusting moisture and oxygen is required, on iron surface. So here options are given that carbon dioxide and moisture. Definitely carbon dioxide is not required, so it is the wrong statement. So definitely you have to write false here. Next one is ripening of mangoes is a physical change. No, ripening of mango, definitely chemical change, because when mango is in the green condition, green mango, it is sour in taste. Definitely there is some acid. When it is in the ripening form, and its taste becomes sweet, definitely that acid is converting into some ester, and there may be accumulation of some or increase the sugar component. That is why we are getting that sweet taste as well as a very good smell. So definitely a chemical change is happening here, and it is a chemical change, not a physical change. Then rotting of fruits, is an example of desirable change. No, it is undesirable change. So here you have to write this statement is false. And bacteria, different types of microbes are present in air. If you keep a fruit for a long time, definitely they will react, and definitely that there will be rotting of that fruit. So chemical changes will happen, and you will get some bad smell from this rotting of fruits. So this is you have to write this is a undesirable change, and here you have to write the statement whether it is a true or false. So you have to write this statement is false, that rotting of fruit is an example of desirable change. Next one is given dissolving sugar in water, is a irreversible change. This is also wrong. When you add some sugar into water, definitely you will get sugar solution, and if you evaporate the water, you will get sugar back. Otherwise, you have to use the process of crystallization. You have to keep the saturated solution for a long time. You will get the sugar crystals. So this is also a reversible change. So here statement is given that dissolving sugar in water is a irreversible change. So that statement is you have to write false. Next one is given that melting of ice, boiling of water and cooking of food are examples of exothermic change. This is also false, because when ice melts, it absorbs it. When water is boiled, definitely it will also absorb it, and cooking of food, it will also absorb it. So these are endothermic change. Already I told you that changes also, reaction or changes also may be classified into two categories. In one case there will be formation of heat, that is called the exothermic change, and in one case there will be absorption of heat, that is called endothermic change. So definitely the statement is wrong, so you have to write false. That means melting of ice, boiling of water and cooking of food are examples of endothermic change, not exothermic change. So in this way, today we have discussed different types of questions from this physical and chemical change, and next day again we'll take that Google Form test, and today the total number of students submitted in Google Form test only I have checked, okay, 58 students. Day by day the number is decreasing. Why, I don't know. Okay, exam is coming, and if you give the test, okay, that will be this type of question may come in your exam also. So this is also for assessment, okay, marks for assessment marks for your in your school, okay. So if you give the test, then I can give the assessment marks, okay. And in next day we'll discuss the another chapter, that is the first chapter, okay. First chapter, that means what was the first chapter? That is matter and its composition. So this matter and composition questions, okay, I'll discuss. Already I have given the answers of the exercise, and you should not memorize this thing. First you have to understand the chemistry behind this question, okay. And first you will write the answer in your copy, and then check with my answer whether it is correct or not. If you have any confusion or any doubt, repeatedly I am telling, in your school there is one question query button, okay, and if you send me question, that question I will get through email, and then I can reply. Otherwise my personal number is there also, there also I can reply, okay. So today up to this, okay, and next day, that means tomorrow, we will discuss this chapter question, that is the matter and its composition. Thank you.